Hello everybody and welcome to a brief series here on the channel. We are checking out the brand new TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge 3 game that is just coming out now, and you can get it on all platforms. As you can see, Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, whatnot. As I was reached out to try this game and we're going to be checking it out. There's also a link down in the description below for you to be able to check out the game. So what we're going to be doing here is a brief kind of 4-part career mode kind of series here, and see if we can get to the Isle of Man. I'm not really good when it comes to bike racing, as you can see me cycling through the super bikes for 2022, kind of deciding what in the world I want to ride here. Now you can see like all the bikes have different kind of performance there in the right bottom of the screen. I feel like I'm going to need to use the brakes a lot, so I'm kind of looking for brakes, and that one has good brakes, but I kind of dig this orange and black livery. So you can't make your own driver or rider, I should say, and you can't make your own like livery, which is unfortunate. But I think I'm gonna go with this one here, Stefano Bonetti. Alright, so we're in game now, and you can see here's the map. Obviously the big Isle of Man race is kind of the focus here. It's really interesting how this works. So you can kind of see in the top left there's these things we need to do. Now these orange ones are the like important ones. There's a qualifier and then there's a race, and then I don't know what these two over here beside them are. And then we have these blue ones, which are like challenges, I guess you could call them. But you can see you can also change the time and the weather in the game, which is really cool. But I mean, here we are in the bike, but so we can actually make upgrades to our bike, and that takes place right there where that marker is, that wrench. So we actually have to go into there. Now I have zero knowledge of this kind of racing, or just about. I'm not the most knowledgeable on it, but I am very intrigued by it, and I'm very intrigued to see how this game's gonna play. But we're gonna pull in and view, and so here's your inspection bay, and if you hold X on the Xbox controller, you come in here, you see there's actually a whole bunch of different upgrades you can make. I have currently 13 points, performance points 346, and then there's like that 13 upgrade kind of thing, but you can kind of see, you can go through all the different levels here of whatnot. There's fuel, you can even mess with the fuel for the capacity and whatnot, but there is so many things you can actually do on this bike if you wish. I'm not going to make any upgrades yet. We're going to do the first thing, just kind of on the baseline. Here's the settings, by the way, in the game. As a rookie, I'm going on beginner, so you're not gonna see the full hardest thing, at least in the first video as well. Unfortunately, one thing I'm not a huge fan of in this game is I can't actually change sensitivity or anything, so you're just locked to what the game defaults it at, and you're gonna kind of see as I play. It feels a little almost delayed or slow, I guess, on the reaction, but you can also see that you can do Super Sport 22 bikes as well, which are a bit slower bikes, basically, to sum it up in the simple way. But we're gonna kick off this career mode by doing the first qualifying event. So you can kind of see the map there. Obviously you do these 8 events, and then you go towards the actual Isle of Man race at the end of the career mode is kind of our goal. So we have to do a qualifying event here at the Southwest Course Section 1. Let's go do that right now. Here we are then. You can see competitors 10, you only get 1 attempt, so it's not like you get a rewind or anything. You got a full beans, send it basically. Now you can change the difficulty as well. I am running on, it's a scale of 0 to 100. I think I'm doing 90, or no, 70 right there it says actually. So 70% is what I'm going with, because as someone that has no to little experience, I probably am gonna need some help. So let's at least though dive into our first qualifying event. Here we are then. Autopilot is on. You can cycle through different views. I'll show you guys that here, but we're gonna get this first lap underway. I have the racing line on, but look at the different views. You got a helmet cam, then you got, I mean, there's a good chunk of views on here, and I am thankful for this braking line, because I can tell you right now I am gonna be awful without it, at least to kick things off. But I'm playing on an Xbox 360 controller. Yeah, I'm on the try-hard controller, but playing on Steam, maximum graphics here on a 4090. I'm dead. But alright, let's hope that don't happen again as we continue on. You can run out of fuel, by the way, and one of the cool things about this game I've noticed already, it has free roam. So although yes, the purpose is to do this kind of season and race and whatnot, but there's also a complete free roam, and there's a tree. I knew I was going to need some help, but yeah, you can free roam all the way around the island, and on top of that, what is really cool is the fuel. You can actually run out of fuel, and you actually got to stop and get fuel, but you can do that at that inspection bay I was telling you guys about. If you look at the bottom left of the corner of the screen, you can see on the map there's a white ring going around. That is your progress on the actual current track basically here, and I have just sent my bike 50 feet into the air. There is someone coming up on me right here, and here he goes to my right side. I think I'm going to be starting last in this Grand Prix because it's not looking so hot so far. Now look how tight these roads are. The Isle of Man got to be, in my opinion, one of the craziest races that you could ever do in the world. I don't know how in the world these riders are brave enough to do this kind of racing, but I mean, mad respect to them. I actually got through a corner without crashing, so we're making progress halfway through this qualifying session. Onboard camera goes hard. Oh, the sense of speed is insane, but I can already tell I'm sucking at it, so I'm gonna get back off of that because that feels really difficult. It's already hard on the third person. Oh, there it is. So I'm coming up to the end of my lap. Here we go. I already know it's not gonna be good, and we're gonna be starting dead last for the actual race itself. So that was pretty rough right now, and it shows us P3 on the board, right? Am I reading that right? That's probably because we're the third person to set a lap, to be honest. So we're just going to call a session there and see where we actually end up. It's 10th out of 10, so not surprising. So we do the first qualifying, and then now we have to go and actually do the first race. Okay, so we got some experience level stuff. We also got some upgrade points as well, which you get as the more events that you do. And then it brings us back here onto the actual map, and we just go in. You can see now that that thing's gone, and it's up 1 out of 8. So now we can go over here to the race. Surprisingly, I would have thought that the race would be like the same layout, but it's actually all the way over here on the northeast, section 3. So we will go do our first race and see what we can do. Alright, so we've got to hold the clutch. LB, I'm ready to go. Beautiful skybox, by the way, as we're actually underway. I got caught napping a little bit, but we're underway, and you can see I'm definitely going to be faster in a straightaway when it's on 70%. I'm trying to be careful here. I'm not good with my racecraft and bikes, especially I'm not comfortable yet in this game. So I was saying that I feel like for the lean, you got to lean a full second earlier than you would expect to actually lean, because there's for sure a kind of response delay, and I don't think it's an accident either. I think it's just the way it is. But I've played, the only other bike racing game I've ever played is MotoGP 19, I think, and that was a lot more responsive in terms of when I would lean on the bike. Oh my god, that was not ideal. Okay, we'll continue on. Our first race is not gonna go so well, maybe. It's quick, by the way, really quick first race. But yeah, basically, the one thing I would like to see change immediately with this game is add some setting to be able to change sensitivity. Alright, we got through those corners. We got a little bit of this windy section right here. We went left, now we go back to the right. We are closing in a little bit now, but gotta just kind of be patient through here. And that's the best run I've gone so far. And then I'm gonna go and do that. I'm gonna get airborne, now I'm dead again. Alright. Here we are, coming up to the, at least the finish. We're gonna make it to the finish. That was pretty god-awful. I'm terrible, so we got some work to do. We got some improvements to make. I'll tell you what, if you are looking for a challenging bike racing game, you've definitely come to the right place. We have hit experience level 2. We can, and I think should, make some upgrades to our bike before we go into the next event. So I'm going to try and go to that. Now, there's only one spot on the whole map. So thankfully, though, if I click on the wrench, there should be, we can just basically fast travel, which is very nice. So we have a lot of points to use, but I don't know what a chassis. I kind of like the idea of upgrading our chassis. So immediately, let me go for that. 16 we're down to, and I could use another one, but I would rather focus on multiple areas of the bike. So I'm just gonna kind of go around and just kind of use everything across the whole bike. What do we got on the engine? I should have upgraded the engine actually, but I don't know if we can afford anything else actually, as it does not appear so. I don't think the fuel we can do anything with. Nope. So yeah, all right, we only got a couple upgrades out of it, but anything is better than nothing. So now let's go do race number 2 of 8, qualifying and race number 2. Oh, baby. Look at this view. Nice and dusk out here. Looks really, really sweet. The graphics in this game, pretty impressive, I must say. I really enjoy how they have done it with this game, just in terms of the actual appearance and the lighting and whatnot. Audio, really nice. Now, personally, like I said, not a lot of knowledge when it comes to bike racing, so maybe the bike racing nerds can tell me how accurate the sounds are, as I'm already feeling like I've improved a tiny bit here. You know, I haven't crashed yet, but I really got to stop talking. What a view over there of the water. You guys know I have a massive fear of that, as I believe this is a pretty lengthy one here based off of the progress that we've made so far, but quite a bit of straight line, but then up here it kind of bends to the left a little bit. I don't know if we need to slow down for it. Doesn't look like it, so I'm just going to full beans and send it and hope we don't catch any air on the way down like that. Oh, good heavens, this is sketchy. Like I said, I don't know how in the world these riders do this. I caught a curb. I see a massive hairpin coming up. I'm just waiting for that brake marker, and there it is right there. We're gonna have to get hard on the brake pedal right here on the city streets. What a sight. And oh my god, that sun is bright. What a sight. And the sun is bright. Now that's a line right there. What a corner that was. Okay, actually wasn't as treacherous as I was expecting. As I swear, every time I say something about how good it's going, something goes wrong, but we continue on, and that was we're at 2.5 minutes so far on our lap. So we go through the little village here, and it looks like we got a bit of high-speed straight lining again. Oh, we are hauling the mail at 186, 87, 88. Do I hear 89, 90? Give me a 90. Yes, we got 190 miles per hour in here. A little camera over there. That's a cool shot for them as we continue on. There is replay cameras in this game you can check out here. Now, as I'm going to get quite hard on the brake pedal, glide to the right. Hope I don't crash. All right, it's full beans at least coming to the finish here. There has been a bike behind me this whole time. Oh no. Oh, what a save. Okay, we continue on. We cross the line. It was definitely an improvement. It was not pretty, but we have improved. All right then, race number 2 after qualifying 2, about to get underway. Lights out, we are racing here. And one thing that's weird is, wow, that guy got a massive run. Julian up there in front of us, he's absolutely hauling the mail past everybody. But what's kind of weird is you have these qualifying events that are not on the same race venues now. So, but we continue on. And, hey, we're about to B4 so far. I'm just trying to be really careful and not get myself into any trouble. But I'm just trying to pay a lot of attention to that track map. I am slow as crap all of a sudden here. Here we go. Slow it down. Slow it down. And just kind of vibe off of what these guys are doing here now. They are just kind of slowly creeping on down into this corner. A little bit of contact right there. That's okay. Nothing too bad. We continue on up into P3, and I bet there's going to be moments where 70% AI is very much so too weak for me. I wonder if this is going to be one of those moments. We'll have to wait and see, of course, because a lot of time to get... All right, so once again, you know, the usual. I think that's the 3rd time I've kind of, you know, done it to myself at this point here. Fortunately, we're not too far behind, but we're already closing in on the halfway point of this race. I just now noticed that it also shows you how much length is left in the actual track that you're racing on, the current configuration, I should say. I run these guys back down though, so that's a positive. I'm gonna go around the outside of one of them, at least try to get up to speed again through the gears. 4th gear up into 5th, and it says that sign says slow down. I don't think anybody is going to be obeying that. I am gaining some ground here, but it's about to get really spicy, I think. And here we go through the left-hander, and now it's just don't crash the bike, Gary, and just hold on for your life and just try and, you know, pick off a couple extra positions if you can. Just over a mile to go. We're coming up towards the end, so I'm going to try and get a little bit aggressive. Oh, maybe too aggressive here. Go around. Oh, baby, we're making... No. Oh, I choked. Oh, I killed somebody in the process as well. I am so sorry to that person. There they are. Oh my god, I thought I was about to hit them again. Okay, so what? We are P9. We could maybe get P8 here if we get really lucky and maybe force the issue a little bit, because we're coming up on the finish here in just a moment. And now we'll try to close in as much as we possibly can. And here we are. It doesn't tell you the gap. Actually, I think it does in the top right at times. It does tell you like the gap between you and the next rider, but I don't need to know because I can see it right there. We're going to get P8. You know what? That's an improvement. We've gained 2 positions compared to last race. We're getting better. It's going to take me a little bit. Well, there we guys have it. 2 of 8 things done so far. We're going to wrap up episode 1 there. In episode 2, we will get about halfway done, and then we'll finish off the other part in episode 3. In episode 4, we'll do the actual Isle of Man and see what we can get ourselves into in terms of that. But yeah, fun game so far. I'm terrible at it, but it is fun. It's a nice challenge, so that's kind of the fun thing about it as well. But yeah, we'll pick up in the next episode. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think down below if this kind of is a game for you or not. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.